Yo, what's happening? A very, 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 very good evening to everyone. Welcome back to TheKOPTALK.MY. Thank you to all our viewers who have continuously supported us, have been liking our page. Please follow us on Instagram, on Twitter, and also our channel on YouTube and on Facebook. So thank you very much for everyone who's watching again. Very good evening. We've got a pretty interesting show lined up. We're going to discuss the recent happenings that we see, which is the saga of signing this Greek player. But before that, way before that, once again, thank you to everybody for tuning in and supporting us. Please like our page and share it and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. I would like to congratulate a certain other red team for their recent accolade. I would say.
You really need to do that.
So, yeah, I mean, it's only polite. So I would like to congratulate all the Manchester United fans out there for yet another penalty. I mean, sorry, not penalty. Yet another progress in European competition. Sorry, penalty.
Yeah.
Why would I say that? I'm sorry. I didn't mean penalty. You guys won. Good luck and all the best. Thank you for those United fans who are watching us. Vinod, Karami, and all you guys out there. Thank you so much. So, we've got a few guests here today. We've got Nicholas Chan back. We've got Mr. Puarasan, the one and only. And the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Kartigan. And we're waiting on Mr. Padma, who's actually trying to sort out his a few issues. But we'll carry on with the show. And we've got a special guest here today, a man who has been supporting us very much all the shows before this, which is Mr. Dave, or Devaraj, as I understand it. Mr. Dave B, as he's known. Please follow him on his social media handles, also on Twitter. So welcome everybody. So let's get into this right now. The first question is, and you guys only have 3 seconds to answer. How long ago did Liverpool win the Premier League?
30 years.
Not too long ago.
Not too long ago.
Not too long ago.
I can't answer the question. It used to be easy like 30 years ago, right? It's like so easy. If you want it 30 years ago, like, now it's like
Not 7 years ago.
1 month plus lah. 1 month plus.
Well, see, bro, we're no longer accurate. Our accuracy has gone. Puma. It used to be easy. 29 years, 28 years. Okay. First topic today. All right, we're going to go into our first topic today, which is the signing of Kostas
Tsimikas.
Yeah, Kostas Tsimikas.
Kostas Tsimikas.
I'm a bit reserved on the. I'm a bit in two minds about this, you guys. I really don't know. I don't know why we always do this. I don't know why Liverpool goes after the main one that you want. We negotiate something, and it's just a little bit of money more compared to when you look at things, it's just a little bit of money more, but all of a sudden we don't land the deal. Jamal Lewis, we didn't land the deal. That's the one we wanted, the guy who knows English football, guys. We look at the statistics. I know some of you are going to come. Let's look at Tsimikas, his statistics. He was like number 2 left back with assists in Europe compared to, I think, Robertson or something. But we're talking about English football here. Jamal Lewis is already very established. He's established, forget his age and all that. But he knows the football style. He knows the football game in England. And you can't simply come into England and think you can do it. It's not going to be easy, Even Lionel Messi is not going to be easy for him. That's why he hasn't joined yet, right, Pua? No, but to be honest, the English football is a different style. So when it comes to Jamal Lewis and Kostas Tsimikas here, did we make the right move, or was this a panic? Because the fans were getting agitated. We are champions. We are under pressure to deliver a big name. But at the end of the day, we didn't do it. So are we trying to say that we actually got the player we wanted, or is this a second grade tier? So are we trying to say, as champions of England, we actually did not deliver on a signing of a player that we want? As champions of England, no, it's no joke. Can I get Mr. Povarasan to start it off?
See, okay, thank you. First of all, thank you so much for inviting me again, and thank you for whoever watching the show now. We are successfully into our episode 4 now. So to answer your question, I wonder why you're always two-minded, man. I don't get it. I just don't get it. And you perhaps overreacted for this. Okay, you even mentioned second tier signing. Oh, that's a big word, man.
That was by Sena, by the way.
Yeah, that's by Sena, by the way. Okay, first of all, whether I'm happy with the signing or not, yes, I'm very happy actually. I'm very happy. See, we all were crying for a backup for that position, for the left back position. Okay,
Yep.
I repeat again, backup. So you need a signing like this. So who actually expected us to sign? David Alaba, is it?
Not in a
You want
million years.
you want someone to come into our team and just replace Andy Robertson and make Andy Robertson sit on the bench? No. For me, yes, I agree with Sena when it comes to that experience, the English football experience. I understand. When we first linked with Jamal Lewis and all our reliable journalists tweeted that we are after him, we have submitted our first bid with 10 million. I was excited, of course. Okay, I was excited. If we had signed Jamal Lewis instead of Kostas Tsimikas, of course I would have been very happy. Okay, he's 21, 22. Okay, he had English football experience. He have made 30 plus appearance for Norwich City. That's all fine. But you see, Norwich City made it clear that they want 20 million, right? They want 20 million for Jamal Lewis.
Jamal,
And we are clear with our stand. This transfer window, because of this pandemic issue and everything, started from Thiago news and everything. We are not ready to spend. It makes sense. Okay, even United going after Sancho, they are proposing a installment basis of payment. Why? Do you think United can't pay under 20 million? They can, but they can't do this window. Okay, so for me, 11 million, if not mistaken, for Kostas Tsimikas is a steal, man. I tell you, I can assure you, I have not seen him play football a single minute, but I can assure you that he's already a 4th all-time best left back in the world after Roberto Carlos, Ashley Cole, and Andy Robertson.
Drop down the mic right now.
Okay.
Boom shakalaka.
Boom shakalaka. And another thing, yes, he lacks the English football experience, but I tell you, I think he have enough experience in Champions League, facing teams like Bayern Munich, and in Europa League he faced Arsenal. He recently Wolverhampton Wanderers. He did very well. And today morning, I'm not lying this, I received call from a Chelsea fan saying that this gonna be one of the signing of the season if Klopp gave him the opportunity, enough opportunity to play in Premier League, because for sure Tsimikas gonna start in FA Cup, in League Cup, probably the easier game in Champions League group stage.
Okay. So I go back to the point. He's going to start your League Cup. He's going to start your FA Cups. It is English football. Is he the guy? I understand.
Why not?
Okay, you're telling me in the end, in the long run, we are also European giants. Sorry, we are the European giant in England. Correction. So when it comes to Europe, okay, this guy going to hit the ground running. I think he might even outperform Robertson's in terms of he might even in Europe. But right now, you just said it, and we spoke about this in the few. You spoke about this about us going after the cups, the FA Cup in particular, English football. hard knocking football. FA Cup, hard knocking football, a high impact football we're talking about. They'll come and whack because they're going after the cup. Is this guy, you said he's going to be starting? So are we actually doing the right thing here? I would go with David Alaba, but it's not happening.
My God.
Yeah, I know. David Alaba, Alfonso Davies. I tell you, man.
I also would
come
go for them. To be honest, I also would go for them. But my point is, we go for one person and we settle for the next one. Obviously, in this case, it's kind of obvious he was second choice. He was second choice. If he was first choice, we'll go after him first. We went after Jamal Lewis. But is this the kind of statement we need to make as champions? As champions, we're going 20 million. We can't throw. Okay, pandemic and all that. Now we're champions. We're champions.
I understand.
Go after the next.
I understand the statement signing point. I get it, but you see, the statement signing would be from the midfield, not from defense. Okay, we never wanted to make a statement signing for a left back position.
Yeah.
Okay, you all want Thiago Alcantara. That would be a statement signing because we need someone from there because of the situation with Gini Wijnaldum. Okay. But for a left back position, no, we never wanted a statement signing. Like you said, David Alaba, name it, man. Name it. Who else? Alfonso Davies, name it. They're gonna be in Bayern Munich until their end of career for sure.
Yep.
So, see, the Chelsea fan who called me today morning because he said Chelsea are after left back this summer. They are after left back this summer, and they are linked with Chilwell. They linked with the Ajax left back, the Argentinian Tagliafico.
Okay.
Very pricey, and he said, and he regret why Chelsea never go after Tsimikas.
Oh, really?
Yes. Because he see, knowing him, he said he got watch a few Europa League games.
Yep.
Especially the Arsenal Olympiacos and Wolverhampton Olympiacos, and he said Tsimikas was solid. He was solid going forward and also defensively. And I gonna repeat. I understand all the concern here. Okay, FA Cup. He not gonna start. Probably if we play promoted teams, let's say in the league, maybe because I feel in our team, two players need a rest sometimes. It's Van Dijk and Robertson. For me, the two position, it's kind of irreplaceable for the players we're having on the bench.
Salah, but it's okay.
Now I'm talking about the defense. I'm talking about the defensive position. I mean the defense.
They both really need a break.
Yeah.
To be honest. If not, they're going to crash. Injury and all that. We had to avoid it altogether.
So I want to repeat again. I've not seen him play a single minute of football yet. But if you ask me, I can assure you that he can be a good backup for Andy Robertson. I'm confident. End of the day, I trust my manager. I trust my my transfer committee people. For me, Klopp have 4 fullbacks now: Trent Alexander-Arnold, Andy Robertson, Williams, and now Tsimikas for £20 million. Man City have.
When it comes to the mathematics and the money, no one's going to beat us. No one's going to beat us when it comes to that because
it's
of our
it's not about others beating us. It works. It's been working for us. Trust me. Okay, Man City have Mendy alone for 52 million. Okay, for me, what I don't understand is when rival fans praising us the way we handle our transfers and everything, the way we going after players, not going all out for big names. See, we have gone after big names.
Yep.
Van Dijk, big name. Alisson, big name. Fabinho is a big name actually. Keita, he was voted the second best playmaker after Thiago Alcantara the season before he left RB Leipzig, if not mistaken. He was a big name.
Yep.
If you ask me, we now we don't need a big name for that left back position. So now we can't say that why we are not signing a big name. Okay, you ask this if we're gonna sign someone else in the midfield instead of Thiago Alcantara, then I would answer you. Then I would say yes.
I
That
think
was
we're gonna
I that. Then I would say that it's a
Christian has got his
panic.
opinion, which is very weird.
If we sign someone else, instead of Thiago Alcantara in midfield, then I would say it would be a panic, or I don't know, it would be alternative. You can say the Tsimikas fella as a alternative signing. It's a good alternative signing actually.
Yep. There was this question just now about Fabinho. Like I said, we didn't know a lot about Fabinho before that, but like what you say, actually he's a very highly rated player. Very,
Yes.
very highly rated, very highly rated, but we didn't know about him. He came here, took him a while, and he has been absolutely outstanding, and nobody calls him out enough. I think his contribution to the team has been immense, I'm telling you.
Yep,
To have such a monster of a
And
man,
people forget that the Max were actually after Fabinho before us also. They already keeping him on the radar already. Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, Nick, you wanted to say something?
Oh no, I agree with Puva. This is not the time now during this COVID-19 to make this type of statements. And I think, this, my nature of my job also, because we do culture. I think the culture is no longer that statement by kind of culture anymore. I think it's more on sustainability. I think that's always been Klopp's hallmark. He's learned his lesson from.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
The culture for Liverpool, like what Puva said. I've spoken to Puva about this since, I don't know, 2012, 2013 or something, where we spoke about this Moneyball thing. It's never been our culture. But for so long, we had suffered through it at one point. But then, of course, now we got the right manager to take that culture and make it something. So hats off to Klopp. Hats off to Klopp. He makes it.
It has been in the culture, like we won't be going all out to sign that one player, right? So it has been a thing for Liverpool for some time. Then I don't understand why do some section of fans, our very own fans, they are crying for a Marquis signing each and every transfer window. I'm not too sure about that. I mean,
are you talking about Sena now? No. Okay.
I might be talking about another person from Sena's house. I mean, I don't get
He's
it.
not here.
So it has been a culture of.
No. To be honest, I've always said that. Marquee signings for us has never been. But then now that we are champions, my issue here is now that we are champions, shouldn't that change? Change?
No.
I mean,
I don't agree. I'm sorry, I don't agree.
On a big name, just to make him sit behind Robertson. I mean, I wouldn't want that to happen for that player, and I wouldn't want them to spend that much.
I'm getting a bit annoyed with Kartigan, Puva, and Nick. They're all bashing me. Dave, come and give me a neutral view.
I think Dave will be on our board as well.
No,
Don't influence him like that, lah.
Right. Thank you, Sena. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Kartigan, for Puva. Puva actually invited me for the talk after the last episode 3 or episode 2 that I actually joined through the chat. So I think, and spoke to him personally as well, and then he invited me. And thanks for inviting me. And I just would like to.
First, and you won't be the last. Don't worry.
I just would like to introduce myself. Right. I live in Seremban, and I'm part of the Race Jang Negeri Sembilan Leopold Supporters Club, and I'm part of the AJK. I'm a content and media and a graphic designer for them. And when I saw the second episode or first episode, if I'm not mistaken, I actually missed the transfer talks. The second episode, if I'm not mistaken, it was quite interesting. I wanted to join, but I couldn't make it. Speaking about Tsimikas, I'm going to be very neutral about this. 11.75 million for a left back. Um, it's a bargain. It's a bargain. Why I'm
Not
saying
established in England. Not established in England.
no,
Like Fabinho.
you no, you can't say that
Left back,
because
boss. Left back.
the recruitment doesn't work in that way. The recruitment
Yeah.
doesn't work in that way. Um, it is more on the ability instead of record stats. I believe that Tsimikas is a better choice because he has more
Hi,
offensive
Afiq. Sorry.
upside.
Afiq Rizwan. Hello. Go penalties.
He has more offensive upside. When Robertson's gonna miss any of the chances that he creates, channel to one side, and LFC going to become more easier, more predictable. Tsimikas, I've seen his games. I'm not gonna lie that I have not seen his game, or I have seen some games. I'm not pointing to you, Puva, but I have seen his games because I watch more football instead of watching Liverpool. I watch more football. Tsimikas is superior to Lewis offensively and has a great final ball and he will maintain a good balance in the team. And not to mention his defensive numbers or his work rate are also good, which I think Michael Edwards look at that, plus the recruitment structure that I was talking about. The analytics, the department have done 100% into the case of him being the candidate to be the deputy for the left back role. Okay, this is why we make players become world class players. We don't buy
Okay.
world class.
You guys are making it sound. like he's gonna keep Andy Robertson off his current role. For a player
Sena,
who is not, and all
Sena,
of
bro.
you guys have the nerve to say you've never watched this guy play, and you guys are speaking so
You have
much.
not watched him play. I have watched him play.
Sena, it's simple. I never seen John Anariza play football before he joined the Liverpool without a
Yeah, exactly.
without a single minute of English football experience. And
Okay,
we know what happened.
I take you
And we know what happened.
I take you on that point. Those were different times of football, my friend. Different times of football. In all honesty, different times. Today, a lot of people know a lot of things about football outside of England, in Europe. Heck, we even follow football in Asia a lot more today than ever, and everywhere else. That John Anarisa time is a different time. We don't know. The player comes in, we support him wholeheartedly. Today we can critique, right? Today we can critique like why we bring in this player, why bring in that player. The player got name, come in, don't perform, whack. The player got no name, come in, don't perform, also whack. So today, I can say it's about being a bit objective. So if you guys feel that objectively, if you really feel that objectively, Tsimikas is the choice that we can live with. I don't know if it's the right choice.
I mean, Sena, I need to add this
I'll tell you why.
Okay.
I'll tell you why. It is
Yeah,
possible.
Dave first. Yeah, Dave.
I tell you why it's possible, because it's possible that Tsimikas was the primary target and we leaked the Jamal Lewis story to force hand of Olympiacos. They might be holding off a better offer. So usually our business is airtight. So the Jamal bid came as a surprise. So I think we were actually had Tsimikas on our mind instead of Jamal Lewis. Money wise,
I feel the same as well.
Now all of us
Jamal-
feel the same actually, except Sena. That's the thing tonight. Yeah.
Sena, Premier League, Europe, and Super League. There's a lot of difference.
Yep.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
Brian De Cruz here. Is he a friend of yours, Dave?
I am not sure.
Hi, Brian De Cruz. Now, I think this is a good comment here. How
Yeah.
certain are
Yes.
we that Jamal was our first choice? Can we consider him as smokescreen?
Yeah,
We feel the
that's what
same as well.
That's what I told just now. That's what I actually mentioned, that he is a smokescreen actually for Tsimikas.
No, the funny thing is when Jamal Lewis, I mean, his name has been out there for like what, a week, 2 weeks lately. You know, highly up there, and
Same setup with we signed him in 24 hours.
yeah. But this is my view. My view is Jamal Lewis legit. Everybody had the right things to see, the right things to say. You know, the right stats like effectiveness, everything like whoa, hyped up. Then now we sign. So then now we signed Tsimikas, and everyone's just going with it, but they don't have a lot to say. So I'm just trying to say that I mean we're never going to disagree with the signing. We're always going to accept wholeheartedly. We lived through times of left back. We had Jimmy Traore, my man. So well, we gotta be. I'm just saying that. I guess becoming champions, we really need to start considering this a lot more. You know, because right now as champions, we will be looking at competitors, right? Who are our actual competitors out there? Who are they buying? And then who are we buying? And they are making statements from the front to the back, all the way with their buys. And we are making statements of like what Nicholas says, Nicholas Chanda, he says, this is our culture, right? We're keeping to what Liverpool does. So is that still an effective way to go?
There's a question. We know Cafu, we know Roberto Carlos, we know some of the great left backs in the world football. Are they actually established before they come into each team? They establish themselves when they come into the team. They get into the system, they get into the culture, like what Nick says. So this is how I feel Tsimikas will fit into Liverpool, and he will fit into Klopp's system. And even the gaffer has said that I like his mentality. It fits perfectly with the mood and the desire we have in our dressing room. So I think Klopp is very much happy that we signed Tsimikas compared to Jamal Lewis.
I mean, I look at Tsimikas and I look at his pretty boy smile that he has. He's going to fit into Klopp's family very well.
I'm of the thought that you have to remember how we play fullbacks very much differently with the rest of the other teams in the league.
Exactly.
And the way we play our fullbacks are very different. So that's why I always people have been crying out. I mean, Tsimikas ticks all the right boxes simply for the same reason that we needed a backup for Robertson. If he were to ever go bust, we're going to go back to a right-legged midfielder in James Milner, right? So what are we going to do about that? But now we have a natural left back who has the same stats as Robbo. But at the same time also, this has been we've been crying for this for at least 3 windows already. And I think one of the reasons why we've done this is because we couldn't find the right fit. And if the rumors were true that we've been reading online, they've been looking at this guy since 2017, right? So, which means that it's just going to be exactly how we've been earmarking. You know, you read the story online about Klopp having this team of astrophysicists, people who are good in big data, crunching numbers and everything. Tsimikas is probably in that list of people that they earmarked for a long time. Right?
Exactly.
So I'm of the objectivity side that states that this ticks all the boxes for us simply because Robbo needs a break. We can't depend on James Milner. Number 3, he is one of the low-cost things that Klopp wants. He doesn't want those marquee guys that's going to come in and spoil the mood. And he looks like a decent guy that is going to fit in with the rest of the team. So, I mean, and again, a lot of people accuse me of being a Klopp fan. So I'm a Klopp guy.
I'm a Klopp fan.
So I think it's So that's my feel about it. We'll give him a chance, and I think he looks the same way. We've never used fullbacks the way that other people. So when Chelsea buys a fullback, all right, they want to go after Chilwell, right? So Chilwell doesn't play the way Robertson plays.
Yep.
Right? So
I think Madan Chan got a question here. I think we answered that earlier, right?
Yeah, we answered that earlier. I think, Dave, I'd like you and Kartigan to take this on. Will Jurgen Klopp buy any more strikers?
No, definitely no. We are going after forwards. We are not going for a striker.
Okay. Again?
We want someone to fit into the front three. When
I think Pep prefers someone who can play as a winger,
Yep.
who can score lots of goals, like Salah.
The other guy, Mane, on the other side.
No, I mean, I think that will be our system right now. Someone who can play in the front three. They won't be they won't be the natural striker,
Yeah.
like we have seen
Yep.
before. Not the likes of Torres, Owen.
Sturridge.
I don't think so. I don't think so. We will be going for someone like Sturridge. It's going to be someone who can play as a winger, Zaha, those kind of players.
more of a
I
forward,
think.
more of a forward.
Sorry.
More of a forward, like what
Yes,
Salah
yes,
Mane
yes.
Firmino does now.
Yes, someone who can actually track back. Someone
Yep.
who won't be like just waiting for the ball to just drop and then score from there.
We are not
So I
looking
think-
for poachers and we're not looking for target men anymore. We've gone
Yeah,
past the
yeah.
Eddie Carroll,
That is
Sturridge.
the reason we sold the likes of Carroll, Benteke,
Yeah.
so on. So I
Yep.
think
True.
so far it has been good. So why not just continue doing that?
Selling Carroll doesn't sound so bad as buying Carroll actually at that time.
Harry Aaron.
Oh, those were the days, man. Guys, do you remember when Andy Carroll came, man? Ayo, I tell you, stupid
I think Carroll cost maybe 3 or 4 millions more than Aguero, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Hari Aaron has a question. Ismail Sarr transfer happening?
Yeah, that's interesting also. That's something
It would
I don't
be
think.
good, but then I don't see that. I mean, I can't see that happening.
Neither do I. I just I don't think we're gonna. I mean, what we just spoke about for the last 30 minutes is it is basically testimony to the fact that I don't think Sarr signing is ever gonna happen now at this point. No.
At this point, yes. At this point, yes.
Ismail Sarr.
I think if you look, guys, I think there's something I always like to refer to things also. If you all watch this Netflix series called Sunderland Till I Die,
Yes,
Yep.
yes.
it's a very interesting look at how you suffer financially when you go down,
Yep.
And if you're looking at Watford and Norwich, I'm not surprised that they held out for Jamal Lewis and also they're holding out for Ismail Sarr. The Hornets, the Watford, they all are probably going to try to hold out to get as much cash as they can, especially now COVID-19.
Yep.
They are going to hold on for much cash as possible. So Ismail Sarr might just hike up the price and he'll just go out.
Yeah,
of the market already.
exactly. Everyone's going to be doing that, right? Because
it's about sustaining that, So God, to spend that much of money on one player,
okay,
I prefer not doing that
okay.
unless it's Mbappe. Okay, unless it's Mbappe. Just close my eyes.
Right.
Let's I think we spent a good time here, and I think all of you have slam dunked my opinion or at least my challenge.
No,
Hey,
I don't say that.
My job to
Then
figure out-
I need to end one thing.
No,
I need to end one thing.
Yeah. Go
Like
on.
we said before, on those cup matches, FA Cup, League Cups, is it okay for us to play the player that we bought just now, right? I mean, you take him and Milner. Who do you prefer?
Yeah.
A natural left back?
Yeah.
Your natural left back.
Yeah, sure, left back.
No disrespect for Milner. He can even play as a goalkeeper. He can do that. We all know that. But
Can he?
give him rest. We need a natural left back, not
Yeah.
Moreno. Tsimikas is the answer, I think. I believe so.
We all
But,
believe so.
Why did
We
you
all
take
believe.
the punch at Moreno there? The boy is innocent.
Seda.
Okay, you guys. Let's go on to let's answer this question maybe before we go on.
Tsimikas.
Tsimikas is a real steal. I hope so.
Real
Let's
steal.
Let's focus on the marquee signing, especially Thiago. Is Thiago happening, you guys?
Let me answer that.
I think it depends on Gini's situation.
Yeah.
Because if we bring in Thiago while having Gini, I mean, where do we gonna play Gini? Is he gonna be happy with a backup role? I don't think so. He's a starter anywhere. So I think it comes down to the decision on what's gonna happen for Gini, and then we might be able to see more clearly into Thiago. But then he would be a very good addition, but not while we are still having Gini.
Okay.
That's my point.
Okay, so
question
that's a
here.
good way. That's a good way for us to. Sorry, Dave, you want to say something? Go ahead.
Yeah, I guess Gini's contract situation is still in the hang. Um, there is no talk going on. Neither do Liverpool or any journalists out there are saying anything about it. They're just saying that it's still in talks. It's still in talks. Um, we are just going to wait till what's going to happen to Bayern Munich in Champions League and see what's going to go. And Bayern Munich came out with a statement today, said 30 million is a fair price for Thiago. So I guess that if Gini doesn't sign his extension, we might go for him. We might.
Do you guys think the price for Thiago might go up if they happen to win Champions League?
He has
No.
another year on his contract. I don't think so.
No, it won't go up.
Okay.
It won't. It won't.
We've got a lot of feedback here
Questions.
on transfers, but we will talk about transfers as a third topic today. Let's focus on another guy with the lion-sized heart or heart of a lion, and that's Gini. Okay, that's
Yep.
the next topic that we have today, which is Gini. So I mean, Hariharan, yes, has said something about Gini's situation. So with everything that is going on in terms of all Liverpool news out there,
Yep.
what's going on with Gini, guys? What do you think is the hold up? So this is purely Liverpool suddenly keeping things business as business. Is that what it is? That's why we're stalling on the yes or no with Gini, or is it on Gini's side that he's hesitant? Is he looking to go? Is he looking for another club of some sort of stature for him to go and expand his horizons, or just to move on in his career to experience new things? Or is there a question, and this is a question where I have to ask, just like I asked earlier, and say something like second grade. I have to ask something and I have to say that, is Gini still effective enough in Liverpool, or is he losing his effectiveness? The juniors coming up the ranks that Klopp's giving opportunities to, is that the issue? Is that like, are they like coming and really challenging him? So what is it? What do you guys think? Who wants to go? Kartigan, go.
I think the Genie situation, I think the best person to answer that will be Genie himself. Okay. As far as we can see, Genie looks happy with the team. He looks happy with the players. The players are happy with him. Okay. I believe it has to do something with the age factor. Like we all know, since his contract is going to be over in another season, I think he's opting to stay. But I think he's looking for longer term. He's looking for maybe 3 years, which I think FSG is not willing to do so. So that is the reason I think they are playing they're playing the waiting game, or maybe Gini is actually looking out somewhere. Maybe he will get the contract that he deserves or the contract that he wants somewhere else.
Okay. Now, let me go to Puva. Let me go to Puva. Puva. Next season, Gini's playtime going to be managed even more, or is he going to get same playtime?
Our starting 11, the midfield would be Fabinho and Anderson. Keita probably if we stay injury free, and we have Ox. Yes, it will be managed. I think that's why actually looking into the situation now with the contract extension. Probably he knew that he's not gonna get a more playing time next season. That's the reason I think. With
The
Curtis
saga repeats itself.
Yes. I about to say that it's more or less same as Emre Can situation. In parallel, well, I would love to I would love to see a swap deal between Gini and Thiago to buy with Bayern Munich. Well, I think it jokes aside, it might work. Moving to a club like Bayern Munich, I'm very sure Gini would love it. He would definitely love it, especially if Bayern Munich go and win the Champions League this season, which I think they will.
Yep.
Thiago made it clear that he gonna leave. He want a new challenge. So I don't think Bayern's situation, if they're gonna win the Champions League or not gonna win the Champions League, not gonna change his mind. I think Thiago has already made his mind to leave. But the weird situation here is only Liverpool being linked with Thiago for how long now? Like almost.
Don't tell me you're going to say this
which
kind of
means
stuff.
he's going to end up in Chelsea. Which means he's going to end up in Chelsea.
Don't tell me it's smoke screen, guys. Come on, you got to stop playing this smoke
No,
screen.
no,
thing,
no, no,
right?
no, definitely not.
No, stop.
No.
Okay.
Can I say something about Gini now?
Yes, please.
Sure,
Yes.
Dave. Go ahead, Dave. Please go ahead.
Yeah. I think Liverpool might have just taken a decision in this lockdown situation to have a negotiation with him. Probably they'll say, okay, look, I'm gonna put on the table 4 years contract. Are you gonna sign it? Maybe the agent plays a big part in this, like badly advising him, probably going for another club. But I don't think that Gini might leave as soon as possible. Because the situation with Thiago now at Bayern, it will be only clear when the Champions League is over. So for now, Gini might be sticking up with us. And I think Klopp is very much happy to have him because he played like almost 37 games last season and he's a big name for Jurgen Klopp. So perhaps the final 12 months is a big decision to make. So like I agree with Kartigan. The answer is with Gini. No one else can answer this question.
It's about him wanting that contract or not. It's about him wanting that maybe 1 or 2 years extension.
Yep, exactly. And Gini is not a kind of person who likes to sit in the bench. I remember the Champions League final against Barcelona. He went up to Klopp in the halftime and said, I want to play. Let me in. And apparently Robertson got injured. I mean, he had his calf injury, if I'm not mistaken. So second half, he came in and he did massive job. He just massive job. So he is a big name for Jurgen Klopp, and I don't think the contract situation will take place anytime soon. Probably after Champions League. We might have to see after Champions League. We can't answer that now.
Agree with Ari Haran. He says if he stays, it's good.
Yeah.
If he's gonna leave, we respect his decision.
I really want to know, and I always thought Kishan is smoking something, but now he's smoking some strong stuff. I really want to know what he's smoking. Like, go ahead.
Is there a ban option? Can you ban Kishan?
Yeah. I wanted to say that. Can we ban this boy?
Can we put a filter every time a word Fakir comes up? Then we...
Welcome Sancho to Manchester United.
Dave, welcome to Kishan's world of Fakir.
I think Brian de Cruz here put something quite interesting. He says that I'm wondering if it's a contract situation or positional standoff.
I think Brian, very good. I do think it's a bit of both lah. I think it's a bit of both. I think everything I said just now when I asked the question, except for his effectiveness, which is the part I have to throw in. You know, we've got to be objective and challenge. That's why we've got this show. But I do believe that it's a mix of everything, and I think very well put that the decision I think it lies with him in the end. I think the contract that they're going to offer him does not look very good. If it look good, why we're not signing lah? You know, good publicity and all that kind of things. He's a real big winner for us, but I'm pretty sure what they're offering him on the table is not to his liking at the current moment. Okay, but
a contract that he could resist.
Exactly. So it's something that I think it's a matter of timing because he's renewing his contract during this post-COVID-19 time. It's a different ball game altogether. I think they would have gladly given him something to his liking if it wasn't for the pandemic. But because of the pandemic, the whole economics of the game has changed. And I think because of that, there is a little bit of everything. It's a contract problem, positional problem. It's a matter of satisfaction also.
I have something to add also is that I think we forgot one small factor. I think Gini is one of the only few players or the only player whose family is not in England.
Yep, true.
His family is back in Holland, and he travels and commutes back and forth when he can. And who knows, maybe COVID-19, I mean, COVID-19 changed a lot of shit for us, I mean, around the world.
Yeah.
So you put that, who knows, maybe a change, I mean, psychology is my thing. So it changed, maybe a change of emphasis in priorities. Maybe he wants to go back closer. Who knows, he might sign for a Dutch team to be closer, PSV.
PSV.
Or to go back to his home country, or maybe closer to the mainland islands, the mainland. And we never forget about that. That could be one of the few reasons, because if I remember him saying before, and if you look at it, I don't think he has an issue, because if you saw one of the athletic videos when they asked how is Jurgen Klopp like, and actually they focus a lot on Gini. And Gini mentioned that he has no problem working with Klopp, he has no problem with the team, he looks like a team player. So I think positional contract, those could be it, but I'd like to pack in another thing. It could be a personal issue.
It could be,
And this was the first time that we actually saw his family doing the celebrations after that, doing the trophy presentation, This was the first time I saw pictures of his daughter and his wife for the first time. I don't think it's his wife also, I think it's a girlfriend, right? So there might be a personal factor that we may not be looking at also. So that could be one of the few things I like to put in there for Gini's situation.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I hope that it comes to an agreement.
Me too. Gini's been big for us.
It's been big for us, yes.
He's been huge. Dave, you want to give a shout out to this gentleman over here who's calling you out as handsome. Dia Amir Razif Rizwan, saya setuju dengan pendapat anda. Dia sungguh handsome pada malam ini.
They've got a screenshot this now.
Malam ini saja ke apa? Malam ini
Dave,
saja
you
ke?
got fans, Dave. Awesome, you got fans.
Amir is actually one of our AJK members in the race Jang Negeri Sembilan.
I need to make a...
Thank you.
Afir Rizwan, saya pun nak pergi Kalis Tom Yam. So sila Roger Roger, jangan Roger Dave seorang. Saya pun nak ikut. Terima kasih.
This Friday.
Alrighty. Okay boys. That was I think when it comes to Gini, we all love the lad. We love the lad. He's done wonders for us.
Yep.
Wow, sometimes Kishan comes up with decent statements.
Yeah, sometimes, yes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes it makes sense, yeah.
Sometimes. when the effect wears off, I think.
No, I think mine that Wijnaldum chipped in 6 goals last season, and then
Yeah. No, I think Gini's flair was that for me the turning point in our success of these 4 trophies was Gini's flair in that semi-finals. He did mention that he was absolutely furious at Klopp for not starting him. Furious. And I think Nick, you'll agree with me here, Nick. I know for a fact Klopp simply benched him.
I bet
there was a reason. For him.
Because he wanted him to have that flair and go out there and get things done like a madman. He wanted that to be built into somebody, and I think Gini had it. He had to be Gini, right? To go out there and really kill. Go out there and really I'm going to kill somebody out there. That kind of curiosity in him. So I that was actually, you guys, the turning point of our success was that moment. Of course, where Klopp signed, of course, that was the longer, but in this last 12, 13 months, that was the turning point for me at least, So yeah, we love Gini. Let's keep updated on this. If the story develops on our next show, we'll probably touch base again on Gini. Any final words on Gini, you guys? Dave, any final words on Gini before we move on to the next topic?
I just hope that Gini stays. If he doesn't extend his contract, then The number 6 is free.
All right. So let's hope that he extends the contract then, right?
Yep. We hope that.
So let's go on to the next part of this, and everyone's gonna love this.
Oh my God.
Especially you, right? Especially you, right?
Are we talking only about Liverpool transfer or any other
No,
sorts out there? No, right?
guys. Now you guys see this is a transfer chat. Sena gonna behave like a Man City fan. Wait and see.
You mean like Jyotika in Chandramukhi?
The piece in Sena gonna come out.
Look. Okay, let's talk. Just to take a whack at Kishan, guys. Like I said, related to Liverpool, but maybe not directly. Coutinho to Arsenal, just for the sake of Kishan. Let's Coutinho to Arsenal, you guys. What do you guys think of Coutinho to Arsenal? I think it's
40 million plus 1 quid. So that's the best price. 40 million plus 1 quid.
on loan.
Definitely not. I don't think it's going to happen.
No? You
No, I
don't
don't think
so?
it's going to happen. No, I don't think so.
I mean, before Arsenal plans to sign Coutinho, I think they need to really hire someone who can really massage his back because he's been for some time. So you gotta give it to him. You know, you gotta make him feel at home so that his family won't be depressed. You know, so let's see if their family will be okay in London.
Okay, I think Ganesh got a question here. Someone.
I think he's just making a statement here that we've signed a lot of players from Hipia to Xavi, Alonso, Mascherano, and so on. And they marketed eventually there were more than 70 million, right? So
Yep.
yeah, it is a good point. You know, it is a good point. But like what Puva said, for once I'd like us to be like, that.
We will, man. We
a little bit of like a spender, baller kind of thing, out there in the transfer market.
No. In the past, we have done it with Torres. You know, nobody saw Torres signing coming. That was a sensational signing. You know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know you're crying. I know you're crying for Torres type of signings.
We spoke about this, right, Puva? And I know
Yes.
you gave me one round. So you guys, I didn't think Torres was a great signing. Just so you all know. So me and Puva had a big.
I think Sena was thinking Torres is the second grade because we were really looking forward to sign David Villa.
Oh yeah. Correct.
I think.
Well, we
So-
almost had him.
So Sena, see, signings like that will happen, but not always. We are under FSG. FSG has a policy. We have to live in. We have to live with it. You know, you can't be like asking a question. You can't be like wondering whether FSG will change their policy.
Yeah.
Why can't we spend like city
They're not going to change their policy, and I will tell you why. I think all of you watched the interview where they interviewed J.W. Henry. The champions interview. He did not say anything. He didn't hint. He couldn't be bothered because he just didn't want to entertain this. I'm going to go. Which players are we going to go after? Are we going to have big spending? You know, he didn't do Abramovich. He didn't do no Saudi prince drama where we are going to buy anybody. We will buy and we will strengthen our team. No such thing. He just said that we are a family. You know, we did this for the fans. We are happy to be the champions of England finally after 30 years. We owe it a lot to the players, Jurgen Klopp. That's it. Right? No talk about the future. We're still going to live in the present. So yeah, FSG's policies are not going to change, unless I
yeah.
I don't think it's job to.
Bringing us trophies and stability in the club financially, I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah.
Dave,
money.
do you want to go with this Shaqiri thing? Yeah, Shaqiri comment by Prem Kuga.
Okay, what's the question? Will the Shaqiri leave Liverpool? Yes, he will. And why Jurgen Klopp never gives him more chances to play? Um, I think we all know
Chances
that
to
what
play.
happened to Shaqiri. Yeah, chances to play. I think lot. It relates a lot to his injuries. Um, See what Klopp does in every game. He does not just simply point out to anyone that, hey, you play, you play, you play, you play, you play. It doesn't pick. He makes a rotation. Okay, it works. The rotation, how it works in the training session. There's a point system that it works. How you perform well in the training, and you earn your first 11, starting 11, and that's how it works. That's how in generally football how it works. And you don't like, oh, you scored last week, no, you start. Or you have an experience in Champions League with Bayern Munich, you start. No, it doesn't work like that. So I believe that Shaqiri did not get any chance to play this season, or even after his injury, probably just to um, give him chance after he comes back from injury, and just monitor the situation, how he do. um, and I don't think he will stay. um, there's a lot of club actually after him. Probably 30 million was right price for him. He's just tagged for 30 million.
Okay. Okay.
And I think Shaqiri will leave, just to give the space for the rest of the boys to come in. And we have Takumi Minamino, we have Curtis Jones, and
Yeah.
we have Naby Keita back after restart. So I don't see chances for Shaqiri playing.
I see. I
Yeah,
see. So I think the sentiment is that Shaqiri is out. But I think if we look at if we want to look at superstition, when we signed Shaqiri, he just had that trend of going to clubs that were just winning silverware after silverware. And when we signed Shaqiri, we knew the silverware was coming. Superstitious.
Yep.
But yeah, I do think that
It's a lucky charm actually.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Stoke got relegated, remember?
Yeah, true.
exactly.
He's just a lucky charm.
Okay. Puma is gonna be like.
You're gonna start
Salah.
again.
Salah.
You're gonna start again.
No, I mean,
Salah.
are we? I have a question here, and this is a bit of a very realistic one, and it's very hard to be objective about it. Can we? We've seen it done with Arsenal, we've seen it done with Chelsea, we've seen it done with Spurs. Something about these London clubs. But can we, as Liverpool, sign? Don't look at the quality that we already have. Okay, we have quality, but in England, playing in the Premier League, are we able to go out there and buy one of the top-notch forwards in England?
What, Harry Kane?
Harry Kane?
No.
Against
Alba?
What, are you referring to Harry Kane?
No, these are the names. These are the names out there. Are we able to go and get? For example, I always hated the fact we didn't get Aguero all the years ago, right? So, but then Aguero at that point, like what you guys would say, can he fit into the English football? Nah, he fit into it.
No, I never said that. I'm very sure most of our fans never said that. At a doubt whether Aguero would fit into our league. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to forwards, it's a different ball game, lah. When it comes to ball game, forwards usually they are able to fit the ground running because they are only playing the final third. In most of their work is done in the final third. So, but today, are we able to maybe go out there and really get a top-notch English player? Okay, let's not say forward, lah. Let's forget a forward. Okay, let's forget a forward. Who would we take? Within England itself, playing in England today, who would we want to go after if we had a choice? And are we able to lock it down? Should we start looking within England itself?
What, Danny?
Actually,
Again?
if
We had
the
Danny.
financial, actually, if
Yeah.
the financial fair play thing, the ban of Champions League football for City, I mean, if it happened, I think someone from the Premier League would have signed KDB. He's proven. Is a star. I mean, I think even Klopp would have liked the idea of signing KDB because clearly he said if they're not going to be playing Champions League for 2 years, he might be looking somewhere else. But then we all know what happened to that verdict. So I don't think so that will ever happen. I mean, I don't think so. City will ever sell a star player to to their direct rival. I can't see that happening. And
Okay.
at the
Yep.
same time, I can't. When they're playing for a top team, the receiving end. The other top team, they're going to be asking for big money. They're going to be asking for a big amount, which I don't ever think FSC will ever do that.
No lah. No. Yeah.
I think so. I don't think so. They will ever splash that much of money for someone who is proven in the Premier League, who is playing for a top team. I don't think
Correct.
so.
Correct. Yep.
Yep.
Okay, to answer Sana's question, because he badly need answer for this. So if there is one striker to make him happy, see Abu Mayang, no chance. He gonna sign a 3-year deal with Arsenal and then he leave for sure. So Abu Mayang out of the equation.
Correct.
Wadi no chance because of his age. For me, the only one realistically possible is Harry Kane because of his club's position in the league. And he himself have stated that he wants to leave, right? During the pandemic time, he have said that if things didn't go well, they never start to challenge. Spurs never start to challenge for top 4 or win at least domestic cups. He will definitely leave. He deserves to play in a better club. And if you ask me,
out and out striker. Do you
No.
think Liverpool will go for a?
no, see that's why I say the likes of Auba, the likes of Aguero, Wadi, all are. I would say like a typical number 9. Okay, they will be there in the position, they will be in the box, they get chance, bang. If you guys notice how Harry Kane plays, actually he do more than that.
Yep.
He actually do more than that. So for me, if you want me to name one striker, a star name to fit into our front 3, I'll probably make Bobby to sit to sit on the bench or to replace Bobby in future. Why not Harry Kane? I think Harry Kane would fit into our front 3 very well. He can do
Kane.
more. Harry Kane, yes. See, I'm saying this because you asked such a question. It's not my opinion here.
Yep.
You wanted you wanted a big name from Premier League, so I would say Harry Kane.
Don't you
Okay.
think Son is a better choice?
Yeah,
He's a big
Son would,
player, right?
yeah. I agree with Son as well. Yeah, I
Okay.
think we both agree that both Son and Harry Kane has to get rid of from Spurs. no
If they want to
disrespect. No
we can
disrespect.
take Son and Harry Kane lah, but we can only take Son and Harry Kane after we have done a debate on this Cop Talk show about Mane versus Salah one day, where it's going to be really fun. Yeah, okay. Okay, Brian the Cruz here. We should consider Brighton's Ben White.
He's a
Dave?
defender. Centre
Dave,
back.
Yep.
Yep. Leeds.
Currently at Leeds, right?
Currently at Leeds. I think he belongs to Brighton, but he plays for Leeds right now.
Yeah. He's from Brighton.
Yeah.
He's playing for Leeds. We had Ben White in our mind before opting for Jamal Lewis and Tsimikas, but I think Brighton just reluctant to sell him, overpriced. If I'm not mistaken, he was priced nearly about 25 million to 30 million. So
I think it's 22 million if I'm not wrong. 22, 25.
25, yeah. So that is not just FSG style or Michael Edwards cup of tea. So that's the reason why I guess Tsimikas, even Jamal Lewis became a smoke screen for both of these players. So Tsimikas, the lucky ones.
Okay.
I mean, if I'm reading this right, Brighton just rejected 22 million. Leeds tried to bid 22 million for him. They rejected also. I don't think they're going to let go. Also.
Yes.
And
So this is going to fit into that too much price, too heavy investment. I'm not going to buy kind of situation again.
And Brighton's going to be very interesting next season. They have Adel Lallana.
Oh yeah.
They're going to be
Our
very
boy.
interesting.
And I like
boy.
and I like Brighton manager actually. He's
Yeah.
doing well.
Yep, Darren Potter, yes.
Yes.
Okay. The obvious one.
Oh, no.
Who wants to go? Kartigan, you wanna?
I'll go for that.
Yeah, Dave, go. Yeah.
Raul Jimenez. He's going to touch his 30s.
Yes.
Proven striker for Wolverhampton Premier League. He's been there for what? Now 2 seasons?
2.5.
2.5. 30 years old. 30 million. I don't think so. Although that he poaches in a lot of goal for Wolverhampton, but I don't think we will actually go for an out and out striker. We don't look at out and out striker or anyone in the like to get the ball and just to score, just to poach like Nick says. No, it is not Klopp's style at all.
Yeah. I don't think so. Yeah.
Like I said earlier, we will look for someone who can actually play in the front three, like what Kartigan says earlier. So I don't think it's happening, and I think it's good for Raul Jimenez to actually stick to Wolverhampton or probably United.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, the next one.
No more Sancho, what?
No more Sancho.
I don't know why Kishan is strong stuff. That's some strong stuff that I need to try, right? Like, why would you
Kishan,
go-
we're gonna ban you, bugger. You are dead.
Everton? Really? Everton player? The guy hates Liverpool, right? So I don't think so. I really don't think
No,
so.
the guy, his behavior, his interview, it doesn't look like a typical Brazilian man. I wonder whether he's a Brazilian at first place.
No.
He's the touchy one.
You know, he reminds me of Haji Diop.
Yeah.
The way he talks.
Yeah.
He has that kind of vibe. Yeah, he has that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Probably PSG or Man City gonna come up.
Yeah. So no, I think Richarlison is no, not happening.
Please,
I
not
think he's
Richarlison,
meant for
alright.
United. He's
I'm with you.
I think no one in Everton's team will ever walk into anyone, not one at all. Please lah. Jordan Pickford, my ass lah. And why is he still England's number one? Why is he still England's number one keeper? Is still beyond me. Why does
He
Nick
won't be.
Pope?
After this, it won't be no worries.
Women's team. I don't think so.
There's Nick Pope.
He
There's
won't.
Henderson. Oh, yo, come on.
Hey, Kartigan. Could you take this?
Who can be a backup for Firmino, knowing him being a false nine, the Brazilian Dynamo? I really hope it could be Son, but then if it's a backup from our own team, I think it might be Minamino.
Yep.
I think it might be Minamino, but I still feel he needs to build up his body to be more stronger for the physical of English game. I think Minamino might be able to do that with the players that
But I feel Kartika, he needs more support in the team.
which eventually it will come. I think so.
He needs more support from the team, and then I think he just fits right into the system, but he just needs more support. He just needs to know where is his position, and Klopp will just probably play him on the left or on the right, and he just have to fit and just get more support.
Okay. I think I just wanted to add on the Minamino factor.
Yeah.
But however, the English, the number of English in our Liverpool team itself, not many maybe, but it's been told that people who actually go and live in England, there's a lot of divide between Asians and the English who are there. There's a lot of divide apparently. So it's going to take Minamino, a little bit more time, I guess, to adjust compared to everybody else over there. So let's just give him the time, and I think things would actually go smooth. I think the block in Minamino's thing right now is a mental block, because I think he's fitting into the culture and it's taking him a bit more time than anybody else. So that's pretty much what it is. We've got about 15-20 minutes to go. Let's try to wrap up this segment, Transfer Talks. Guys, thank you for watching, but we're not done yet, but we'll talk about transfers as much as we can on the next shows, but we need to wrap it up and go into our last segment for at least 5-10 minutes. Before that, coming down to transfers here by Brian De Cruz, with the COVID situation disrupting finances, is this a buyer's market or a seller's market? It's a buyer's market or a seller's market? I would like to comment, but I fear that Puva is like looking from behind. Careful what I'm going to say.
He's giving you that look already. He's going to reach across the screen and strangle.
I do believe at the moment it is. I do think it is a buyer's market.
It's definitely seller's market.
I think it's a buyer's market right now, because actually you're actually going to get players for. I'm not looking at FSG's Moneyball policy, but I do think otherwise, in a generic senses, it is a buyer's market. That's my view, because you're going to get players for prices that are dropped down or drawn down prices because of the pandemic. So as a whole, in terms of the millions that you spend today, you're still going to be also, in terms of a graph, it is dropped down, but you're still overall, on an overall perspective, like just for example, what we paid for VVD, we would have paid the same amount of money. The value of the money would have been the same today, but the price would have been far lesser. So I think in an overall perspective, you're going to get players for a lesser price should you have the money to spend. If you don't have the money to spend, it's nobody's market, right? You can't buy, you can't sell. But if you've got the money to sell, to buy, you're going to go out there and buy those players. And that's why teams like Chelsea have made big statements. City is making statements that, they could not be bothered about the financial issues that they had with UEFA. But yeah, so that's my opinion. Anybody else?
It's a seller's market.
Yeah. Seller's market? Okay.
Yes. Yep. Because for me, I believe that clubs are aware of the situation, and especially clubs who have upcoming players. I'm very sure RB Leipzig at the end, they were over the moon when Chelsea came with the 50 million bid. I don't think Werner in an ideal world would cost 50 million, man.
Really?
That's what. Yep. No.
How much do you think?
Only Chelsea matched that valuation. No one else. I think clubs. The likes of Dortmund, the likes of Leipzig, the likes of who else, with the star players at their rank, they know that certain clubs are desperate for the signing, and this is the situation they can sell nicely. Dortmund stick with their valuation of under 20 million.
Yep.
And they never changed their mind on Sancho. Even when United came with the installment plan, yep, they said no. It's a big no. See, in this situation, if you make money of under 20 million, that's a big deal.
It's huge.
It's huge.
Yep.
It's huge. Yep. And to answer your question, whether Timo Werner worth 50 million, no. I would probably say 40 plus. 40.
35.
Yeah.
35.
40. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Probably, right. I think probably Klopp would have planned to wait for him for the next window.
I agree with your point that you're saying that it is a seller's market, but I don't think we should benchmark the statement against the Sancho deal, because that was a bit ridiculous. what was going on with the whole Sancho deal is a bit, it's not very common.
No,
It's
I
not
think
a
it's
common
not
thing.
only Sancho. It's not only Sancho. I think currently it's going on with the Kai Havertz deal as well.
Yeah,
Leverkusen stick with 70 million price tag, and they're not changing their mind. They are not changing their mind. Ben Chilwell, Leicester City, they won a world record fee for a defender because they know that clubs like United paid 80 million for Maguire, and why not they add up another 10 million to buy Chilwell? Chelsea are desperate. Chelsea are desperate. So this is the window. This is the situation. This is the window. The clubs like the Leicesters, the Dortmunds, the Leipzigs, they would love to do business like this, and that's why I say it's a seller's market. And so far from the big clubs, the real big clubs, the one who won the league last season, who actually made the big signings? Nobody yet, right? No one.
Yep.
And I think only Liverpool fans has already pressed the panic button saying that why we are not signing, why we are not doing this, that.
Why we're not signing players?
Yeah, why we are not signing. I think all the clubs, the top clubs in Europe are aware of the situation. They can't ridiculously spend money in this window. And I'm stick with my point that this is, I think, more into a seller's market compared to buyer's market.
I'm of the thinking also. I agree with Puva when he says seller's market, but I like to add some objectivity to it. Is that we have to look at it from league to league, right? And how each league is going to react to each other is going to be very interesting. Like for example, like you just mentioned, Leipzig, right? Dortmund, all traditionally known as selling clubs, right? Or what we call this transit, like our Southampton thing, lah. Right? So, but the thing is also the sellers market is one thing, but we also have to see where are they coming from? From which league is it coming in? And they also know how valuable the Premier League is also. And when they see those money coming in from the big money bags, City, Chelsea, right? All this money being spent on there, right? They are just that's your sellers market there. They're going to sell to this one. They know they're desperate to chase against Liverpool, and they're trying to stop and curb a dynasty from forming up, right? They know this is the best chance for them right now because again they know that for a fact that the model of sustainability is working. Look at Sheffield United, look at Wolverhampton. It's starting to move in that direction also. But this is the time right now. I think someone here mentioned this now already. It's very dangerous financially for people just to keep on buying. So the sellers are going to sell, but the buyers, I think, buyers are going to be more cautious, right?
Yes.
I mean, you're putting things on sale doesn't mean you have to buy. Let the buyer beware. Caveat emptor, right? So we have to look at that in a very objective sense that we cannot just say that people are just going to buy arbitrarily. I mean, look, honestly, this gentleman, this Woodkey one, he said that man, you just dodged a financial bullet. It's true, I agree with it, right? They may be crying their ass off right now in their caves, right? But not getting Sancho across the line. But in the long run, this would have been a good thing for them to not be able to buy that. It will kill them financially.
I think to support Puva's point here and Nick's agreement about the sellers market, I think you're going to see empty stadiums. You're not going to see revenues coming in.
Yes.
So to make that little bit, that 5, 10, 20 million extras on players, that actually makes a lot of sense to call it a seller's market. So that this statement actually by Woodkey. Who is Woodkey? Do we know who he is?
We don't. Yeah, Woodkey. You can identify yourself. Yeah.
I got no idea.
Okay. Dave and Kartigan on buyer's market or seller's market?
I think Pua and Nick have spoken well about that. I think it is a seller's market. Yeah, it's time to make money. Ka-ching.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
See, I'm being neutral over here. It's going to be a seller's market and buyer's market because clubs like PSG, Bayern, Real, Barcelona, for example, they have the money to buy. And clubs like Southampton or clubs like Leeds or clubs like Norwich, they have players they want to sell. And for example, if you look at Bournemouth, they're actually going going through some financial situation, and they have to sell the player, and hence they sold Nathan Ake to City for 41 million. Who I think 41 million for a centre back who um, plays on the left footed, and they have another centre back with the left footed. So clubs like Bournemouth, Leeds, or Norwich, or anyone, they will be looking at selling their players and to leverage the financial of the club. And clubs like, well, as I said, big clubs will hunt for these players. So I'm neutral over here. I mean, it's not a seller's market or buyer's market. As long as anyone has the money to buy, and as long as someone needs the money, they will sell. And someone who needs a player, they will buy.
Okay, that's a very interesting take. Very neutral point of view. Something that we would never do.
I think I agree with Dave just now when you mentioned about money. Dave, I think before we got on just now, you shared with us some interesting statistics about our shirt, our new Nike shirt deal. And who knows, this gigantic boost from that initial sale, now that we are hearing rumors about restocking in all the stores worldwide, this could be an impetus for us to be able to, offset the lack of stadium sale seats with some commercials from the Nike side, you know. So we could be financially better off, because I think probably FSG also will have been caught off guard with this sudden immense. I mean, look, LeBron James wearing our kit going to a Lakers game. Look at how many million retweets from that. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
And we have to maybe take a look at that, maybe financially, and who knows, we might be financially well off better, and we might be maybe keeping that for a rainy day, maybe the next window, and who knows.
Yes, we will be. It's not a might be. I think we will be in better shape financially.
Klopp is good with mathematics, guys. So
we spend a lot in analytics team. You know, we spend a lot on them, and they're doing.
The Moneyball team is really something that makes JW Henry a gangster in the sports world when it comes to owning.
And remember Billy Hogan, the guy who negotiated the Nike deal and all our commercials, is now the new CEO. So so that's a good thing. We have a commercials guys there already. So we might. I mean, we lost out to United in the early 90s and the early 2000s when it came to the commercials game. But we are really the pickup has been fantastic already. I think the Nike deal is a fantastic thing. I think it's paying dividends. I didn't expect it to be so awesome. I mean, I've been to every store in Malaysia. Almost every bloody thing is sold out.
Yes.
Okay, so we thank you guys for the comments. I think that brings an end to our chat on those core topics of football. But we've got a few things that we wanted to cover here. I'm going to let Kartigan and Puva share a little bit of what's going on right here.
Yeah, Kartigan, go ahead.
Yeah, as we all know, NTJ, we at NTJ New Gen Corpites, we are planning to do a futsal tournament. It's going to be on the 23rd of August in Republic of Futsal. So it's basically a futsal tournament within the fan club. So so far we have 8 teams. So it's going to be an 8-team tournament. We have planned. It's going to be like a celebration plus tournament as well. So we are hoping to have a good time with our fellow Liverpool fan. We are really looking forward to that. You guys can expect the match highlights or maybe some pictures from those events, maybe in the next episode.
Perhaps. So New Gen Corpites is a very active Liverpool fan club that a lot of us are a part of, and this is what they look like currently on screen. For those of you watching, that's the New Gen Corpites. They are having their tournament coming up. And the next thing that we want to talk about here is there's this other event that's happening. Kartigan, do you want to...
Yes. Okay. We have waited 30 years to celebrate, to see Liverpool winning the title. Then we finally did that. And then we have seen lots of Liverpool fans started to celebrate in their own ways. there was a lots of convoys, there's lots of gatherings, mini gatherings, and also celebrations, all those things. So we at NTK, we were thinking to do something differently, something that we can remember for a very long time, something which makes us make the memory a bit more sweeter. So we came up with an idea of a blood donation drive. It's going to be at on 16th of August. It's going to be in the coming Sunday, the next Sunday. It's going to be the timing. It will be 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. So our target is actually to bring in as much as Liverpool fan, or even anyone who don't support Liverpool, or even United fan. We don't mind, okay? Because as we can see from Pusat Darat Negara, from the blood bank for Malaysia, the blood count is actually very low at the moment. So they have been pleading for people to come and donate. So we have taken this celebration, and we have taken the initiative to actually do a blood donation drive. So we are really hoping, looking forward to see more people to come and drop by on 16th of August, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Come and donate blood, and then
They need to wear their
contribute.
Liverpool shirt, right?
Yes,
Oh,
those fans who are interested to come, they have to be wearing a Liverpool jersey. It's going to be a red color. Those who don't support Liverpool, they can just come, and then, but the only requirement is you need to have some blood. You have to wear a red T-shirt. That's all. So
You need
feel
to
free
bleed,
to come on.
bleed Liverpool red.
yep.
We bleed Liverpool red. So let's donate blood and save some lives.
All right. So there you guys have it. Very good initiatives here happening by the NG Kopites, New Generation Kopites 2020 events for this year, a blood donation drive. We're having a futsal tournament. When the Premier League starts, we're looking to have some other gatherings. Our friend Josia from the last Footy Talk show, the other show that we have, said that we want to like have a meetup, maybe over a watch party, or maybe a futsal match before that, and so on. Dave, maybe through the
Red
Negeri
Jung.
Sembilan Red Jungs Club Association that you have, maybe you guys want to bring your boys over for the blood donation drive this Sunday. That would be really good. You can meet up with Kartigan and gang over there. It's a very good cause. I
Yep,
think
yep.
this is a very big statement. It's a big sentiment here. So it's not just us celebrating and partying and taking some banter to different level with some of our rival fans and so on.
Yep.
It's also to do something meaningful because it's been 30 years. It is a momentous time for us to be a Liverpool fan. And I do think that this is the first of many great things that the NGK group is going to be doing. Dave, we're happy to maybe have some collaborating events with the Red Jungs club of yours as well down the line.
Yep, sure.
So,
Sure.
last words, you guys, before we wrap up very quickly. Nicholas Chan?
Awesome. I think I never expect our Cop Talk to reach that much people. Thank you to everyone who dropped in. Thank you, Dave, for joining us today. Puva, Katigan, always good to have you around. Always good to have all that.
Peter, you're slow,
Yeah.
bro. Just like, you're still high over the penalty. I mean, the semi-final advance.
Hi,
Oh,
Vinod.
come on, buzz off.
So thank you, everyone. So thank you for joining us
Alright.
tonight.
Kartigan,
Right,
we'll
guys.
let Dave go last and wrap it up and say some shout outs to his mates. So Kartigan and Puva.
Thanks to those who shared the link of this talk show, those who like the page, and please add on to our Instagram page, TheKOPTALK.MY, and then follow us. We have planned lots of events coming up. Thanks for watching, and as usual, stay safe, stay at home, stay unbearable.
Puva?
Yeah, thank you for all who've been watching from the start to the end. And as Nick Chan said, never expected the kind of support we are having. The numbers, the views, it's been raising, it's been increasing, episode by episode. So I think we are not sure on the views for this episode, but I'm very sure it's going to be a good number of view. And I think today we have seen lots of comments today. So I assume that the the number of views gonna be nice, to see. We all had a good time. Especially me, Dave, Nick Chan, and Karthikeyan disagreeing with Sena all the way.
That's no. This is how you get your TV rights and TV viewership going up, mate.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Dave.
Right. To be honest, I really enjoyed the talk. Thanks to Sena, Nick, Puva, Karthikeyan, I've never seen you, but this is the first time I'm actually meeting you. I think we are following each other in Instagram. And thanks to Race Jang members who actually joined in today. Thanks to some of my friends who just logged in, and I think they chipped in some comments. As Nick said, why do you have to be prepared? I think next time I have to be prepared with some of the things that we're gonna talk. Thanks, Sena. Anyway, I'll catch up with you guys in the next show.
All right.
Thank you, Rejang.
So thank you so much, Dave. We really enjoyed having you on the show today. Like I said, this show is for the fans, by the fans. Sorry, it's by the fans and for all.
Yep.
So we're gonna make this a frequent event. We're gonna do this every other week. We alternate with the other show, which is Footy Talk. So to be frank, I think, Dave, if there are people from Reds Junks who wants to join us, give us a buzz, even on the Footy Talk show. I'm sure Puva and myself are glad to have them on the show.
I'll do that.
We can talk about what kind of topics we're going to cover, especially we remain current. So thank you, everyone, for watching. It's been a fabulous show again. Coverage today. I would like to just do a big shout out to the new Gen Copites one last time, because they are organizing a splendid event, 2 splendid events coming up, especially the blood donation drive. So please join them as much as you can.
Yep.
And thank you all for watching. Basically, we have come to the end of the show. Thank you so much for watching. Please watch and follow us on Facebook, on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Watch and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Thank you so much. We'll be seeing you soon. We're all going to be signing off right now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is TheKOPTAK.MY. You'll never walk alone. Champione!
Champione! Ole!
Champions! See you guys.
See you guys.